All right, mic check, 1, 2. What is this? You're now tuned to Imperfect Sense right here on Unified Radio. Yeah. .tv. I go by the name Eric E. Mr. Dawson, whatever it is you call me. I beg you, please don't call me a fucking midget. To the left of me, you know I got the homie with me, Conway the bully. You know what I mean? Bully in the streets. Punk ass at home with the women. Already. To the right of me, you know I got the fitness guru Flesh with me. You know, man, we're in here going to be doing another episode of Partying today on Imperfect Sense. Going to talk a little shit, have a lot of fun, keep the energy high like we always do. Hopefully y'all be entertained and informed at the same goddamn time, because at least one of us got to be smart in here. Got to be, 1 out of 3.
Yeah, we just gonna don't even pay that much.
Yeah, right.
1 out of 3. 1 out of 3. But shout out to everybody that's looking or listening to us right here on UnifiedRadio.tv or wherever you stream your podcast. We definitely appreciate it. And shout out to Andy. Andy's not here with us today. Being technical and. You good?
Yeah, you good.
Oh, okay. You was tapping and shit.
Yeah, because I was tapping in the way of Andy and shit.
Oh, he was over there like, you know what I'm saying, with his head down.
With his
head down in the phone. You know what I mean? Supposed to be doing technical shit, be having his head down in his phone. But look, everybody that's tuned into us, man, if you never heard of us, you never seen an episode, you never streamed us, look, man, this is 4 heterosexual men. We talk a lot of shit.
Yeah.
We come from all walks of life.
Yeah.
We like to, think of ourselves like the male version of the View of the Talk. Like, we talk some shit from a male's point of view. Yo, check this out. If this your first time listening or looking at Imperfect Sense, I like to drop a disclaimer, because it's a lot of bullshit movements out here that just scare people off from saying the things that they want to say. We all have our own fucking opinions, and nobody's going to Me Too movement. None of us. There'll be no women's groups. There'll be no gay groups. Like, we love all y'all. Hope y'all love us, but we gonna talk the shit we want to talk.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So look, if you're sensitive about your race, religion, gender, sexuality, and or politics, this ain't the fucking show for you, because we talk about straight men, gay men, straight women, gay women. We don't talk about mentally retarded people because they can't help themselves. No. We talk about Democrats, Republicans, independents. We talk about every fucking body, man. This is Imperfect Sense. We are very opinionated. You know what I mean? We talk about all walks of life over here, and we cut the fuck up. And cutting the fuck up today, we gonna really cut the fuck up today, because we talking about Negroes. We talking about black people.
I'm saying Negroes.
Negro, because we can't use the N word.
The good, bad, and the ugly.
The good. I just want to know. It is what it is. I'm just trying to figure out why us as black people are so fucking dumb and smart at the same fucking time. Point and meaning. Let's go ahead to the most hottest shit of the week. Gorilla Glue head. Like, I just, and I know, like, you hate this chick. I know you hate her. I just want to know.
Yeah, I hate this chick. I hate this woman.
In the fuck was she thinking?
Trying to get some money, because she's suing.
Yeah.
And you know what? The funny thing about her suing, there is a very tiny loophole, because it doesn't say you can't use it on your hair on the bottle, but bitch, it's Gorilla Glue. Bitch.
Hold up.
And I don't usually call women bitches on here, but
I'm gonna let you go ahead and go first.
Let me. One, I don't think it was about money at first.
I just think she's playing stupid.
Yo, there's no way you gonna say, they not have no more of this. So I went and I seen this and thought it was gonna help me. But it does say on the fucking the canister, do not come in contact with skin. It's hair,
Right.
Growing
Talk
on
your
this.
shit. Talk your shit.
Yeah.
Talk your shit.
What is underneath of this? Skin.
Yo.
Yeah, and down there, skin. But that's what I'm saying. But somebody's going to entertain that shit for a lawsuit.
But the funny thing about a lawyer, first of all, any lawyer takes this, it's going to be a lawyer that needs some type of notoriety.
Yeah.
You're going to need to know, and then on top of that, it's a small case because you're not really suing the Gorilla Glue company, you're suing the insurance company. So the insurance company might look at it and say, look, for us not to litigate, take this $10,000 and get the fuck out my face.
Shouldn't even be allowed to happen, yo.
We know. Talk your shit, Flex.
Ain't Gorilla Glue, when they first said, ain't they the motherfuckers who had the white dude hanging from the fucking...
No, that's crazy. That's crazy glue. That's crazy glue.
Hey, hold up, though. Bitch, hold up. But they were the motherfuckers who had... Somebody put a drip on a fucking handle and had a gorilla try to rip the bitch off and it wouldn't come off.
These are the non-common sense females that you Negroes nut in. And then you wonder why you can't raise a healthy child because you done nutted in a goddamn dummy.
And then somebody from up north probably nutted in.
Where's she from though?
Louisiana.
Take the L.
You know we love that voice.
The whole state take the fucking L.
You know we love the voice.
Take that out.
Yo, she tried to put shampoo and all this other shit. But I'm gonna tell you the positive because we ain't gonna harp her too. I'm gonna tell you the positive that came out.
Oh, the black guy. Yeah. Oh, in Black History
But what I'm saying is like when he broke it down, when he said, and I was thinking about this shit too. I was like, yo, it gotta be a scientific way to fix her fucking head. And when he said, he came on TV and said, yeah, it's about science. It's a compound. Anything that's a compound, you could break it back down. Yeah. He said, I just had to sit down and do the science of it. So now he came up with the solution. A black doctor, I'm going to get his name for y'all. A black doctor, he came with the solution, put that shit in a scalp and broke that shit back down.
But not only that.
And she's still bald in the motherfucker.
Y'all talk about the one that put the Gorilla Glue in her hair.
Yeah.
I thought you was talking about the one who put it on her vagina.
No, she's a whole duck.
That's what I was talking about.
She's a whole whore.
you trying to close her.
She had it like the Duke girl pouring water on her.
Yeah, yo.
She probably tried to close her coochie so the uterus don't slip out.
Me?
Motherfuckers in there beating that cock up.
Or try to make it feel a little tighter for the weekend.
that ain't nobody opening up. I'm gonna sue that. You try to fuck her and break your own dick.
But
you be slapped. Oh!
The biggest shit with that is now Gorilla Glue is working with him to now not only they have that Gorilla Glue, but they having him bringing them in as
now he can get paid.
Be able to patent his solvent for that. Because they don't have
it's not only just gonna work on that, it's gonna work on motherfuckers using the product for your skin.
But you gotta think about it. Look at this. This man, because the only thing they said that she had to do was soak her head in acetone, bro. That's the only thing. These motherfuckers who made it didn't realize
it was more than acetone though.
Yeah, but they didn't realize.
It was definitely more than acetone because he broke down what he put in the shit.
Yeah,
it was like 4 different things,
he put
including
aloe
acetone.
vera, olive oil, acetone, and some other shit. But the company that made this shit that never comes out, yo, I put that bitch on when I had the blue gallant. My mirror got knocked off. Yo, and somebody introduced me to Gorilla Glue, bro. I sold that bitch to the dealership when I traded my car, and they didn't even know nothing was wrong with that bitch.
The funny thing about when you make a product,
driving like this is shit.
when you put a product in the market, the funny thing about you design a product and put it in the market. A lot of times you're not designing the counter product. Like if I come out with a sneaker, that don't mean that I'm coming out with the cleaner to fix the fucking shoe. I'm just coming out with the sneaker.
Right.
So now you can get in bed with Gorilla Glue because now you came with a solution. Now they saying now we got glue and a solution to break our glue down. It's a whole different fucking market.
In case you stupid motherfuckers want to be stupid again.
Yeah, and that's usually black people because you put shit in front of us.
We
You
ain't
put
gonna
shit.
say that.
I'm fucking saying it. You put the shit in front of us. It's right there, clear as day, and you still
Because
dumb. It's gonna be another
bet you
motherfucker.
No, it
I bet
was.
you all the
gonna be
motherfuckers
another-
that ran up in the Capitol would have did some shit like that.
They dumb.
But look,
That's a different.
it
type
was
of
though, because then they had a dude come out and say she was lying. He was from Louisiana too. I worked with Gorilla Glue all the time. And this motherfucker put Gorilla Glue in a cup and was like, watch, I'm going to put it on my lip and I'm going to be able to take it off. The nigga ended up in the hospital, bro. Getting because
He
it
was a
just
Negro, huh?
He was a Negro.
Dumb as a motherfucker.
Stop, bro. It ain't all
Dumbest, smartest
Everybody
species
got
on
a little bit of dumb up in
Dumb.
Who
smartest
was the
species
one that put it on the China? On her shit, on our private.
Yeah, but see,
No.
motherfuckers do it.
No.
You just have motherfuckers be dumb enough to be posting that shit
No.
No.
Who was the one that we seen?
Just say it. Who was she? Was she a Negro?
Was
she a Negro?
Think about her filming it. Like her friends in her filming. Think of the mindset of the individuals that do this. Just as much as you got ratchet black people shit, you got ratchet white people shit.
But we don't see. We haven't seen a white Gorilla Glue person yet.
You still haven't answered the question. Was she a Negro?
Yes, she was.
Dumb bitch.
Okay.
Dumb bitch. Yo, but let me go a little bit
And
deeper.
it's Black History Month.
Man, I can't tell.
Well, thank God for her.
I can't
in
tell.
Black History Month, we were able to get a black man to be a scientist. Because we don't get too much credit on being scientists out here. You feel me?
Why you didn't get his name, man? You could.
We gonna drop his name.
I
You
forgot
know.
his name. It's long.
Yeah, we gonna drop his name.
Yeah, I knew it. I was about to say.
Hey, you know they already look at us dumb Americans like you dumb black Americans over there. Can't stand
That's
you,
why he
motherfuckers.
did it for free. But I want to hold up for all my black people that still giving this dummy money on her GoFundMe. Yo, what are we doing?
I don't know. Well, it was supposed to be to fix her fucking scalp.
Yo, she got 15.
She got to come. It don't matter. She got to come up. Let her keep it. You know what I'm
she
saying?
got to come up.
She got to come up because
But
she
I
got to
think she
spend
gonna
money
be
on wigs any fucking way. Like her scalp is done.
What are you donating her money for?
They was trying to help with the cause to get the shit off her scalp. But now she got a little come up.
bang.
It don't matter.
She did it, man.
It don't matter.
Yeah.
Sympathy and empathy for dumbness.
I'm just trying to find a dummy to do something real quick so we could go half.
Oh shit! Just go down East Baltimore. It's a lot of them just walking up and down the street. But yo, check it out, right? To go deeper into why we talking about why black people so dumb and smart, right? So check it out. Recently, I was out Vegas. The fellas know I was out Vegas, right? So I'm out Vegas and shit. And if you ever been to Vegas on the Las Vegas Strip, like it's like, and you've been there. I know you've been there. Yeah. It's a fucking mall connected to every fucking hotel there, right? In there you got Gucci, Fendi, Prada, Moncler, all this on every corner like a fucking Starbucks, right? And the shit that kills me, right, is I look at the percentages of the people that actually make money in this country, right? Less than 10% make over 100,000, right? But you go to these fucking places, right? And when I was there, all I seen was our color. Posing in front of them. Taking a picture.
Not even going in, though.
You know what I'm saying? Doing this, spinning this and spinning that. And I'm thinking, right? Like, these brands have, like, disrespected us blatantly in the open market in the last year and a half. All of them. Like,
even longer than that.
Yeah, you know what? But, you know, when it comes to social media, shit has come to the light. And for me, when it comes to shit like that and this high fashion, that our culture takes to another fucking level. Like, we promote it so good and don't get nothing out of it.
Oh, we love it.
What is it about us that lets a brand like that just fucking disrespect us, right? That's the first thing. Secondly, they put nothing back into none of our communities that look like us, but we fucking feel like we need that shit for validation.
You want to go first?
Oh, well, it's simple. They still under that type of slave mentality that anything that has that white name on it is better. Anything that has that white name on it that they wear is better. But again, our culture.
And I see no other culture take pictures in front of the Gucci's. Nobody. It was no East Arab people. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. White, Asian. It's just us.
Because the cultures. Because like I said before, look at what happens even in like entertainment when it comes to hip hop. Mm-hmm. Hip hop is the biggest thing, but what do they do with all the big name brands and stuff? Mm-hmm. They come and they give it to celebrities for free. So celebrities used to market the shit for them and get their brands out there because black people are the biggest consumers. They buy shit like is gonna ride out, and they'll go for that high fashion. They rather look like they got $1 million than actually have $1 million.
Mm-hmm. And for me.
Good point, yo.
Like look at for real. Look at social media. Like look at IG for example. I was saying that when IG came out and everybody was posting, I kept saying, I make pretty good decent money, but everybody on fucking Marco Polo and I can't believe I'm actually in the fucking 10% fucking shit. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, these motherfuckers look like they balling way more than me. Mm-hmm. Why?
And you know they ain't fucking got it.
But what they doing? They renting out Airbnbs. They renting rental cars. They traveling around taking pictures. People trying to hype other people up to try to make it seem like they'll go grab a chick who got a lot of followers with a big ass and big titties and shit that she probably got some other nigga to pay for. She stripped for. They come over there and they keep playing this facade of
or a PPE loan paid for that shit now.
I got this shit. Or even renting boats because motherfuckers act like niggas don't know that you can rent boats and shit. Like you can get into a fucking boat club for like $2,000 a fucking year. And you could go out and get on boats at different times depending on what they like. Niggas know what the game about,
right?
But, certain people know what the game about, but a lot of people act like they got money and they really don't.
Mm-hmm. Yo, for me, I think that we are enslaved to them motherfuckers for one reason. We are trying to always outdo the next friend, neighbor, or black person. If I'm walking down the street with Gucci or Louis on, Christian, whatever, and I walk past you, you got on Old Navy, fucking big and tall, mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Downtown locker room, all I'm doing is an image. Why you think some of them go to the flea markets, the swap meets, and get the shit, knowing that it's fake, is just the image of saying, yo, I got this and you don't.
I ain't even mad. I'd rather you buy the fake shit. Save a couple dollars, because truth be told, Dapper Dan was fake in the 80s. I don't think y'all need to know that.
Time pause. Time.
Dapper Dan was fake as a motherfucker, and people was pumping that shit.
Dapper Dan was fake.
People don't want to admit that shit, though. They spent a lot of money on motherfucker that shit. That shit wasn't authentic. He authentically made the shit. But Dapper Dan was fucking fake.
Dapper Dan was fake as shit.
It's not fake now. But now that shit was fake.
At least using real materials.
It ain't come from the store, though.
But look, though, he was using real materials. These motherfuckers ain't using real materials.
He found the plug that they was using.
Yeah.
All he did was find the plug.
And I ain't mad. I'm just saying, I just want the fact check that.
No, that's the truth. But the fact of the matter being is, this is my issue with the fake shit, right? Because at least Dapper Dan kept it European. Mm-hmm. America, men wear belts. What? Right to left, right? Am I right or wrong?
Go ahead.
In Europe, where these companies come from, men wear belts left to right. So when I see a motherfucker put on a Hermes or a Gucci belt right to left, I know it's not real. Because it don't even buckle right.
Yo, shut the fuck up. Yo, shut the fuck up.
Yo, I'm just saying. Because on the Hermes, when you go left to right, at the top it says Hermes. Your Hermes at the bottom, but it's on the right way. Just stop. Yo, like, I'm just saying.
Yo, I seen a chick yesterday. I lied to you not.
Shit is ridiculous.
I lied to you not. I was going to get something to eat and shit, right?
Shit is ridiculous.
I was going to get something to eat, I was at Northeast Market grabbing something to eat, right?
Where's
So, Northeast Market right by Hopkins. Seen a chick walk down, scrubs on, but her sneakers was Alexander McQueen. I'm like,
I knew you was gonna say some shit like that. She worked at Johns Hopkins, didn't she?
I'm like, yeah, I know for a fact that John Hopkins paying you every bit of $17 an hour. And you're walking around with $500 pair of sneakers on to work in, right? What are you trying to fucking prove? And truth be told, I'm not here to tell. No. According to Kevin Samuels, she would be a 3. According to Kevin Samuels, she would be a fucking 3. But that's neither here nor there. And I'm not saying don't enjoy your money. But my thing is, right? Your money and what you're making don't add up to you wearing what you're wearing like you're able to just throw it away. You get what I'm saying?
And see for me, it's like this. For me, motherfuckers that wear shit like that.
But then who you trying to prove to your coworkers? Y'all getting paid the same amount. What are you talking about? Like, what are you trying to prove? Why are we so dumb with that shit?
That's
like,
what I'm straight saying. Like, yo.
Back in the day when I was I used to work at Hopkins when I was like 18. And I used to throw trash. There's a dude, he had to come to work with Jordans on every day to throw trash, my nigga.
Yeah.
Who you trying to prove that the day that we get paid the same day your check is so much bigger than mine?
Yo.
Listen.
This shit irritates me that we that fucking dumb.
From working at Johns Hopkins and that they employ a lot of hood city motherfuckers. You see that all the time, bro. It's like, yo, you're telling me I shouldn't wear these regular ass Adidas because you got on Jordans, yeah, and then mad when the dumpster juice get on it.
Yeah, but here's the difference in between the mindset that I had to understand is a lot of people don't have ambition. Like wherever they living at, the poor neighborhood that they grew up in. Their brain not even going, let me excel out of this and let me plan to get out of this. The only way they think that, okay, I'm going to move my mom out the hood if they ain't playing ball or nothing like that, and those times are over, is I got to hit this Mega Million.
You know what?
You so powerful.
Ain't got a pot to piss in, but they holding up the gas line to play $80 worth of fucking lottery tickets. Yeah, I'm like, yo, can I get 40 on pump 1 after these 12 motherfuckers in front of me play the same goddamn number they ain't gonna hit on?
That's another thing, yo. That's another thing.
Black people irritate me.
Listen,
No, they do, yo.
The niggas irritate you, not black people.
No,
it's two different types.
No, they all
different types.
Yo,
all of them.
No, I'm with you.
Remember Chris Rock said?
Yeah, it is.
Back in the day, he said, "Who more racist, black people or white people?" He said, "Black people, because black people hate niggas too."
I'm gonna tell you a real John, yo. Like lottery, I know white people play it. I know y'all do, and I want y'all to know white people play it. Don't say that shit to me. But
black people treat that shit like a job, bro.
Bro, I worked with a motherfucker, right? Me and him were both young. He started hanging with one of the old heads there who played lottery daily, bro. And he won $1. He won $10. So he hooked. He was so fucking hooked that he was working for the city of Baltimore and lost his fucking house.
What, playing lottery?
Because yo, he got
addiction.
He got so addicted to it, yo. But it's just like black people, bro. Like, we look at lottery as like, it's gonna help us get out 40 acres in a mule.
Yeah, but they do, because like I said, like the culture is different compared to where it used to be back in the day. I was just arguing a point with somebody, with two people in the group that I'm in, and I was telling them that our great great-grandparents had more shit than what we have today, and they was going through worse struggles. I said, but they understood the value of saving your money, spending money wisely.
Right.
Don't just go out splurging. Don't just go out and throw all your hard-earned money away.
And have some fucking pride.
Yeah, and invest your shit. I said, how come motherfucking free slaves had property and land and got extra shit and was buying shit before desegregation? I said desegregation was a tactic for them to take the shit that we own, because they implemented laws and shit like that. If you couldn't pay this by taxes off a certain time, then they would take your fucking properties away from you, take your shit away from you. Here, you have an opportunity to actually even own your house or own land where you've been living at 20, 30 years, but nobody in your family, your grandmother lived in that house, your mother lived in that house, you live in that house, but none of y'all own the shit.
Right.
None of y'all don't know how.
But you know what, and I'm glad you said that.
Or the great grandmommy or grandpappy owned it.
Owned the house, yeah.
And then when it got down to grandson or son, they kept putting fucking refinancing the house. Refinancing the house. Refinancing the house.
Let me tell you how the white European culture is. And I'm just saying because they do it on a larger scale. These motherfuckers, and in my old line of work, these motherfuckers can afford to lose property. Like, it was properties in Maryland where people were coming up and the shit just been sitting there for a long time, and motherfuckers, other real like investors and stuff, be reaching out, go look and see who own it, and then the people who own it live in fucking Florida. They family retired down in Florida. They got property all over the fucking USA, and they go, oh well, we don't want it. Just fuck it, just let it go on. Or if they paying, or let the shit go on the foreclosure. Like, we don't care. We got all this other shit over here. Their family had built some form of wealth where they can keep getting residual income. Black people need to start learning how to do that. Stop being selfish for yourself and spending money on all this bullshit, and start investing shit into your children so they can have something started from you. So later on down the line, it can help your family bloodline.
Let me explain or try to get online with the disconnect, because both of y'all touched on the subject on where I wanted to go to when we talk about our neighborhoods and how, our generations are raised in the house. Like, our great whoever bought that property was setting up generational wealth because they purchased it. What happens is our families move into them,
destroy them.
We raise our family in them. That's what it is. Move into them. You done brought your baby daddy, baby mama. Y'all done raised everything, right? But there's no sense of ownership in the fucking house. But this what makes us dumb. These generations of families that come in and out of these properties. That's why our neighborhoods look the way that they look now. Everybody in the fucking house got on a fucking pair of Jordans. But y'all got 77 fucking mice in the corner. It's 87 roaches over there. Y'all could have took that same fucking money on your feet collectively and put into the house that you all are fucking living in. And then we want to say, oh, it's systematically set up for us to be in a ghetto. Like, look. We all ain't gonna pick up and move the fuck out. It's people with money that never leave the fucking neighborhood that they were born in. But the thing is, you got the resources, and it showed that you got the fucking money to take care of the property. You just rather put it around your fucking waist, on your scalp, on your fucking feet, on your fucking wrist, or go buy some bullshit snow crab legs every 3 fucking days trying to impress some fucker that don't even give a fuck about you.
Don't forget, the blinds be fucked up.
Yeah, the blinds be all like this because the motherfucker peeking through them.
Bitches be crip walking.
You know what I'm saying? It's like we got to stop making excuses for our culture saying that our neighborhood is fucked up when we showing that we got the money to take care of the fucking shit.
But that's the thing.
That's what makes us fucking dumb. Like, how the fuck you got on Alexander McQueen's and your walkway dusty and dirty as a bitch with no doorknob on the fucking door?
You got on Alexander McQueen's.
Y'all make me fucking sick.
And you got fucking bed sheets or fucking trash bags at your window. Yo, my neighbor had trash bags at the window since they moved in. And me and her sat there like, yo, how long? Yo, she went and brought them a curtain, yo, because it was like
You know,
Then a motherfucker walk out with an authentic Chanel bag out the door, but you ain't got no curtains.
Listen, and let me tell you what pisses me off. How I said the culture doesn't
driving the X5.
Yeah, I'm saying like the culture doesn't.
A new one.
You know, we like as far as like us as a culture on a large scale. We know we got our blacks that do what they do, but you know a lot of them get the fuck up out the hood and shit like that. But the part that bothers me is two things that I was thinking about was one. Like when are we gonna say enough is enough? Because you got people where we grew up in these neighborhoods. Like look at Baltimore. It's certain neighborhoods that been black people living in it for so many fucking decades. It's ridiculous. And the neighborhoods was just fucked up. But yet white people can come in, and no offense to they hustle, they just come, they do what they do. They come into your same neighborhood that you had all that time. And these motherfuckers fix up the whole neighborhood. The house is nice. The house is nice. They got fucking bikeways going through. They got the parks. Why do it take for them? And they be
to see
mad.
the value of where you at.
They be getting mad. Yeah, they coming in gentrifying it. But what the fuck have you been doing about it since you fucking been here but complaining? Like what? How much work have you put in? And that's why I hate social media though, because all it did was show out ignorance. They come online and complain and do all this shit all day long. Put up prayer hands, do all this shit. But don't do nothing in their personal life that's productive to actually do anything to help the black community at all.
Fucking fact.
I'm happy you said that because I was going to bring that up today too because I had a conversation. One of my neighbors, you know where I live at now. You don't. Fuck you. But he was talking about how, I hear that, you know, some Jewish people coming around here and this and that.
Yeah,
so I stopped him for a second. I said, how long you been living around here? He said, well, shit, I'm 37 now. So I guess all my life. I said, so
how many properties you own?
I said,
not
so
a fucking
all
one.
your
How many
life,
doorknobs you changed around this bitch?
I said, all your life around here, what's been around here? He said, yeah, it been me, the homies around here that you see out there. Da, da, da. I said, okay. So what are you upset about? Because they coming in here. Da, da, da. I said, nobody coming in here doing that? Because you, for the 37 years,
ain't do shit.
And the homies that around you haven't made this neighborhood look like shit.
And let's be honest.
So then you can look in the mirror and say, well, you're a dirty motherfucker because y'all got trash on the block. Y'all doing this, doing that. This is a reflection of you and your fucking dumbness.
In the neighborhood where you talking about, do it end in the ant? Mm-hmm. Okay, so let me tell you something. That neighborhood used to be nothing but white people.
Right. Factual.
Because I know what are you talking about.
Yeah. Factual.
Because my grandmother was the first black person to move around in that neighborhood back in the day when I was still living in the projects.
Yo,
down the day.
That whole
area
that they call
property guys up here. I moved. My grandmother got custody of me as a street kid when I was young. I moved there at 11 years old, and I watched that neighborhood where my grandma was the only black person around there
evolve.
And I watched black people start moving in and white people start moving out, and I watched the neighborhood go from up here to trash.
So whose fault is it? Is it our fault or is it white people's fault?
No, it's our fault.
Okay, good. Good. But they don't never want to fucking hear that shit. They don't never want to hear that.
No, because
gentrification is always.
You know, I love it. I love it.
Listen, let me tell you something. I think our black leaders are the problem because you in the leadership position, but yet you pacify the bullshit that we do instead of doing how black people used to do back in the day. They used to rule with an iron fist. That tough parenthood, that tough leadership to say, hey, get your ass up and do what the fuck's supposed to do. Malcolm X ain't sugarcoat shit to you. He told you the way it was. This is how it is. And even Martin Luther King in his way, even when he dealt with the way that we handle shit, he was like, enough complaining. You got to do something about it. He
wasn't sugarcoating either. He just took too much abuse.
You wasn't doing. But our politicians and everybody that's in leadership, they want to keep their seats, so they don't want to tell them the truth. They rather lie to them and keep them in the same mental conditions where they at instead of telling them the truth. Like, hey, we fucked up. We need to do better. And the only person that I knew that was doing that shit and was going around all across the fucking United States to all these black HBCU, all this shit. Who was doing that before he got into a jam?
Who?
Bill Cosby.
Oh,
Hey, look.
yeah.
He was the only one doing that.
I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it.
Who was doing that before he got into that?
Nobody.
All of a sudden, Jam out of nowhere, he was trying to motivate black people all the way across the United States.
But you got to think about it.
And then all of a sudden, he been doing it for 2.5 something years, and then all of a sudden, this happens.
Look at it. Even when he got in trouble, right? The same people that was sitting in those seats and saying that he motivated me and wanted me to do this, turned on him.
Of course.
So it's like this. If a politician, and I seen Brandon try to say it the other day, but try to put the blame on, well, Jack Young did too. Like, motherfucker, I ain't the one throwing this shit, you is. But but I'm just saying though, like,
he spoke the truth though.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, can our people be smart enough to accept, yo, the reason why they doing this is because you fucking the neighborhood up. Because I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Will they like it?
Can I keep it real quick, real fast? So in 2005, when I was working for the city, it was already plans of this. So it's 3 major. I'm not even gonna say the names because they didn't pay me. It's 3 major owners that's going around the city, and it's not Johns Hopkins, but they actually Johns Hopkins builders, but they is a contract that they had that in certain areas, if they do not get their shit together in 10 years, they were coming to do it. What you see now is these lots going up is because you fucked it up.
Now what? In the neighborhoods that they fix it up, because you know where I live at, right?
Well, let's
you know where I live at.
Yeah.
Why did I told you I bought that house? I said, because what? I saw the floor plans black during that time, and I know what they was doing coming to get that area over there. That's why I moved there.
So everybody that's out here screaming DDH and you ain't never been out of Baltimore or never been out of DDH, I hope you bitches survivors for real.
I'm gonna tell you some real shit. We done talked on Gorilla Glue Girl. We done talked about our finances and how we need validation from certain brands. All this shit makes us dumb. How we fucking up our own neighborhoods, and then it's more to that too that makes us the most. I'm gonna keep saying we dumb. We are fucking dumb. That we can't get out of our own way of our own emotions and can't stop blowing each other heads the fuck off. And then you want a motherfucker to know that you did it. But that's because you indict yourself on social media. Like, this is the thing. Right? Listen.
No.
But listen.
Niggas is out
if
here.
If you know for a fact,
if you know
for a fact, we are in 2021, right? We're in 2021. And you know for a fact, you got a problem with a person, and if you take their life, your life is over, right? Your life is over. Your family life changes forever. The person you affected, their life changes forever. But yet, we continue this fucking cycle, and nobody can figure out why we continue this fucking cycle. And then why you gotta keep telling motherfuckers that you're doing it. Like, what notoriety do you want from everybody knowing that you killed somebody? What do you get out of that? Is why are people chasing this street legend? Like, why are you chasing this
big man?
Why are you chasing that? Like, why
chasing the big man?
I don't fucking get it. Like, if I got a problem with you and I feel as though I have to kill you, I'm not letting him know shit. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna just do my dirt.
To be honest, it's only a couple motherfuckers out of the city that probably kill somebody still living. 9 times out of 10, if you don't go to jail, you're gonna be dead anyway in this city. And I want to hear motherfuckers. I want to hear motherfuckers say,
major city.
"No, it's not. No, it's not." Now, how many killers you hang around? First and foremost, and if you hang around a killer, is he living or is he dead, or is he almost being dead because too many motherfuckers throwing shots at him?
You giving him praise, talking about free a real nigga. Like, you gonna see him in 45 years. That's what you gonna see him.
Because some of them died in jail.
If that.
Some of them family members. Oh, you killed my.
He in jail. He 10 toes down. He only got 30 years.
That kite coming around the corner. Now oh my God, the COs let my son die. No, you let your son die.
And that's the point. And I was getting into not just the murder flesh, and I know you're gonna jump into it. I'm saying us glorifying the criminal bullshit. That's what I mean.
But that's the thing is that there's no line being drawn how it was back in the day with our grandparents and stuff. There's no line being drawn in the black culture when it comes to that. Either they just mind their business and don't say nothing and continue to let the bullshit happen, or motherfuckers embrace it. And you're not they didn't teach the younger generation that standard. So that's why you have a large amount of people in their 20s and their teens and stuff now, damn near even if they make it to their 30s, that's out here doing the bullshit because there was no standard set. When we were coming up,
it was a standard.
You had the shit going on, but there was a standard. The street shit was shit that was hitting. It was hitting. Your mother didn't embrace the shit. Your grandmother didn't embrace the shit. They was like, you want to be out there? That's where the fuck you go at. You want to be out there with the motherfuckers on the street?
Don't come crying back to me.
Don't come crying coming back to me. Now you have a culture of they embrace the street life. The women embrace the street life. The women ain't even considered women in my standards because they don't act like it. It's nothing about them that to me that's the original essence of a woman. The women of today are just as hard.
They getting more involved in the bullshit.
Are just as hard and just as wicked as the motherfucking niggas that be in the street. It's not no different. And see, the fact of the matter is, like I said, in society, nobody's talking about that. Nobody's even bringing it to light or putting a spotlight on it to tell motherfuckers the truth about themselves. So they're going to continue to run around in ignorance because they look around and they see people just like them that think just like them. And that's just like somebody said before, like, how can you tell somebody that been doing something for so long and living their life a certain way and making their bread and their money that way that this whole time they've been living their life the wrong way? And they're like, what the fuck you talking about? Like, after all this work I put in, after all this shit been going on, you trying to tell me that what I'm doing is wrong? And they look at you like, get the fuck out of here.
But you know the fucked up thing about it is,
good point, yo.
You only have to tell them it's wrong. You know what's right. You know what's wrong.
No,
hold on.
These niggas don't know.
So you giving them, that's the thing. You giving them too much of a bypass, too much of a buddy pass, too much of a pass. I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's a motherfucker that I know that been 10 toes down for 40 years, right? Doing the same nut job shit for 40 years, right? And he an old head, right? But he sit there and tell his grandsons what I did or what I'm doing, don't follow me. But when you talk to him face to face and they not around, he acts like he's stupid. No, you're just stupid because you want to keep on this image on. Everybody that gets in trouble, when you get a number and the feds give you a number, you start crying. Why? Because you know shit. What I did was wrong as a motherfucker and it finally caught up. Mm-hmm. Yo, motherfuckers sit there, nigga. Yo, we play so much stupid. We play, we mentally fucked up. We play this shit on a regular basis.
Systematically down and all that, yeah.
But black people are one of the most strongest fucking creatures in this fucking world. We take so much shit. We know what the fuck we do. But at that moment, we don't care. There's a difference between knowing right and wrong and not fucking caring. Everyone knows right and wrong. Everyone. If I was taught,
penitentiary chances definitely get glorified,
one way, right? But I said, damn, the motherfuckers up the block from me, the other kids wheeling bikes and shit. This gotta be wrong. This is me at 11.
But again, I'm agreeing with you with that part because we in the same era.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about. That's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about.
Oh, you talking about these new motherfuckers?
Yeah. Anybody,
they know.
Yeah, the motherfuckers in their 30s and shit.
Ask they 20 enough. They know.
They know.
They know right or wrong.
Yeah, the motherfuckers in their 30s know.
But them niggas crazy.
But again, he comes from a background of that. But you got motherfuckers out here. Anybody below 20, I just call that the lost and gone. Can't fix all the motherfuckers. You may get one or two, but you're not fixing the generation because they came up wrong. It was no structure.
You right.
It was no structure. Grandma,
and everybody embraced it. You know, and you know what?
Fucked up.
Everybody embraced it.
Dad ain't around. That motherfucking
everybody popping
kid,
pills.
That
like
kid
little
was doing
homie, like little homie that we both came in contact with. Like he be out there with his little brother. Mother fucked up real bad. You know what I mean? So I see what you're saying on that
because I said that they don't know no better because they didn't get those. They know better. Like I said, they do know a form of right or wrong, but it's like that's all they know.
Yeah,
that's all they know. And the only reason I can say that because I'll never forget. When I was a kid growing up in the projects, and you can't, and I started back like in the hood away from my grand when I was 7. So when I started being around that environment and my peers and friends, I was able to. When my mother did her thing, I was that kid that was able to do whatever the fuck I wanted to do because my mother was running the streets.
Yeah.
So it's like so I understand what a kid. I never forget where I come from because I understand that kids with no guidance. You can do just about anything. And my grandmother, like I told you, my grandmother gave me the right rules I saw her. My mother had me when she was 16. So I was under those same rules as my mother until I got to 7. But then when I moved out, when my mom moved out on her own, she got a taste of the fucking streets and then did her own thing. It was a rap for her, but she left me and my brother unattended. So it was like I got to do whatever the fuck I wanted to do at a young age and see a lot of shit that I shouldn't have saw. But you know, God willing, they keep protecting me. But it's just that, and I got into shit, a little bit of shit that I shouldn't have got into when I was that young. But the fact of the matter is that because of the shit that my grandmother laid down to me and then talked to me about how she always told me she didn't like white people because of the shit she saw her mother had to deal with, and that racism shit was always.
I felt him smiling.
I'm just saying. But I'm saying that race she educated us at a young age and heard her talking all the time about the way white people used to treat her mother and her father. So me being young like that, I hardly even saw white people like that. I already looked at them in a certain different light because of what was told to me. But my grandmother always, morals and values, always taught me to be respectful to all adults.
Right.
It don't matter.
No matter what race.
No matter what race. If I have a problem with an adult, I better come tell her.
Get another adult.
I don't run my mouth to her. See, those old school standards were still installed in me. But a lot of my peers wasn't like that.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like, but for the kids now, that's where I blame us again. Because
I agree.
A lot of us, before it got out of hand, said, "Fuck this! Like I'm done with this shit. I'm not even entertaining the street." But you didn't have to entertain the street. You've still been a mentor to that kid on the block. And we waited until it got real bad, and then these motherfuckers like, "Oh, y'all not out here no more? Oh, what? So who in charge? Little Johnny? He 11? He 13? Okay." So now he put into a man's standpoint of how the street's supposed to be ran.
Shit, years back when they called him a motherfucker 21 or OG.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but that's what I'm saying.
Motherfucker just start busting nuts and talking about they OG.
And I feel like a lot of the older generation, our generation, who, like, I know we taught the kids, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of us, and we removed ourselves from the street, but a lot of the older ones that came up with us, that's still outside, that don't correct these kids, is the reason why this shit is the way it is.
But they don't have no chance. Because like I say, even still, we still had chances. Even from the shit that we watch. These youth don't get them adolescents shits that they saw, like when we watch movies, the movies that we looked up to, like Boys in the Hood.
Yeah.
Fucking Menace to Society had a purpose behind it. You know, Juice had a fucking purpose behind it.
Music had a purpose behind it.
Music had that's what all those things that we used to have that help us mold us and have a choice to make a right decision in between saying, hey, if I don't do that, if I leave this shit alone, it's a possibility that I can obtain this. They not getting it.
Yo, the shit that kills me, that makes me cringe is the embracing. First of all, the embracing of the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us in our culture, we embrace it because we getting something out of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We getting something financial, we getting some type of clout. But then the hypocrisy hits, and that shit makes me cringe too. When you look on some of these popular sites like the Murder Incs, and you see somebody like, oh, such and such, age 32, was shot and killed, and Northwest, and people were like, oh my God, that was my nick. Wait,
And do the
do the
prayer
prayer hand. But look
emoji.
though, you knew what your man was into, right? Where the fuck was the real love to say, hey, yo, I need you to pull back from what you're doing? Don't sit up there and talk about rest in peace until we meet again and prayer hands and I'm so sorry it happened to you. You knew this shit was coming. Like if I
out there,
if I got love for a dude,
shit too.
if I got love for a dude and he's in my inner circle and he's doing some bullshit, yo, we're gonna have a conversation. And if in that conversation you don't make a decision, hey, I need to pull back from the bullshit, guess what? I gotta love you from afar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't be in my inner circle
I can't
more.
anymore, yo.
You cannot be in my inner
I
circle anymore. So it's motherfuckers that I know, a lot of motherfuckers that's still in the street. I love them from afar. And if they get their hair blown off, that's your fault. Because I'm the one that told you, like, yo, you need to pull back a little bit. These other motherfuckers, like, oh my God, and they hitting other people, like, did you see what happened? This shit is unfucking believable. How? When you perpetuated the shit.
Yeah.
You embraced the shit. You helped them. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't even show up at the fucking funeral. Because you're the one that helped embrace and perpetuate that person's lifestyle because you told them it was okay. And you told them it was okay for you to love them and them to still be around you still doing the bullshit.
And I ain't gonna lie, like some of the shit on Murder Inc. Yo, the reason why I stopped going on that bitch was when that one little girl on Emerson Avenue got killed, right? And
which ain't her fault.
At all. The fucking, when they found out who did it, the free my guys.
Oh my God, oh my God,
yo,
free your guy from what?
Free him, yo. How we know it's true.
You know your man's
right?
Yo, they gonna. I'm gonna let you get finished.
And it's just like, yo, and then it's like the more of it, like, oh, when yo killed Shorty in the whip, and it was like, well, maybe she pushed him this far. And I was like, you know what, yo, I gotta stop fucking with it because it's like, yo, I don't want to go on this page, right? And it's the real shit. I don't want to go on this page.
Maybe who pushed him that far?
No, Shorty. Remember the girl that got killed? And the daughter got killed too in the car by the dude?
Oh, yeah.
And we're not even gonna go into that.
Yeah.
But for me, right, I had to stop going on there because
like you see how dumb people are that look like you. You see the content, it pisses you off that we dumb. Say it, yo. Say it. Say it.
Yo,
just say it.
Piss me off because you motherfuckers
Black people
dumb.
Say it.
Yo.
Thank you.
Yo.
Thank you.
Because it's like, all right, say you like Lil Cuz, right? You know he fucking whatever.
And she was pregnant too.
That's what I'm saying.
Crazy, yo.
And it's like, all right, I can't see myself going on there seeing that shit, right? And then a motherfucker on the comment of one of my little loved ones, you feel me? Saying, oh, free whoever did it. I'm at your head. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm gonna keep it a buck. If it weren't for yo right here, a lot of shit, y'all, I'll be twisted. Cause that yo be like, yo, you got too much to lose, yo. You got,
you got a problem.
Yeah, because I'm.
I know you got.
He needs therapy.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, I probably do. Yo, it's like, but
I had to physically stop this motherfucker one day. You just he had rage in the.
Yo, it just, I just know, like, yo, it just, and y'all motherfuckers be bigging that shit up until they hit your doorstep, yo. Like, we gotta stop that shit. Like, you talking about free him, then your cousin get killed. And somebody come on that same post.
Now you want somebody to come talk.
Now you talking about. Now they saying free him. And you like, whoa, hold up, cuz. What you mean free him? He killed my cousin. No, bitch, you just said free him 2 weeks ago for somebody else.
Now the shit in your face, now everything changes.
Because people, like I said, I was explaining this again to somebody else. I was just like, yo, I said people don't look. I said I can only talk about black culture because it's my people, and that's the only ones that I'm. I mean, I care for a lot of people in general, but I be focused on my culture so much because of everything that we've been through. And I said that our people don't live on principles anymore. I said their principles change depending on who's in the scenario. Like, and that's the shit that be pissing me off because I be looking and going, yo, I can't rock with nobody like you because you don't stand on shit.
You nothing.
I said, my kids know that I stand on my principle. My principles make me who I am, and I'm a believer in the Most High at the end of the day. So my belief system technically really aligns into how he got shit. And like I told my kids before, I told my kids coming up that I'm your parent, I'm not your friend.
Facts.
I can love, if you disrespect, I can love you from afar. If you go against anything that I raised you to be, I raised y'all to be the right way. If you go and try to run the streets and do shit that you damn sure shouldn't be doing, because what I grew up in, you ain't even had to even touch. But some of y'all trying to chase the shit.
Oh, shit.
Y'all trying to chase the shit.
Give me
I said,
heart attacks.
whatever you get, and my daughter triggered out there. My oldest daughter was hardcore like me. She
You
wants
said
to
she triggered. You almost said trick.
Don't do that.
That's why I had to pause you.
Trickle.
That's why I had to pause you because you almost said trick. I'm about to like, what is he talking about?
I'm gonna through this book.
Trick out here? What you talking about?
I'm gonna through this book.
Everybody know no books. Don't even use my daughter with the word trick.
No,
that's we stopped you.
I'm sitting there like, oh,
that's why we paused because we like, whoa, fuck. We know she ain't do that.
No, I said trickled.
Okay. New word. Don't use that shit no more.
Don't say that shit ever again.
Just say she fucked off out here.
I'm just saying that, but she wanted to test the waters. She wanted to be out there, fucking fighting jump to the first fucking altercation that she can get into the fight, and then just out there, just
wilding.
picking, and then not picking the right, not taking the time to grow. Like I said, don't be like me and your mom had you in high school. But it's like I said before, you can teach your kids the right things, but because she was around her peers and that's and it was
a cycle,
for me,
bro. It's us.
But see, it's me. The thing about it with me was at the time, I had it when I was young. My attitude was that I don't want her to lose touch of her culture in the hood shit, because everything about me growing up in the hood, I appreciate it because it helped me survive through other shit. Like, I wasn't pampered. So you can yell, do all types of shit. I can get in a fucked up situation, but I can bounce back out that shit because I come from nothing. And I didn't want my kids to be pampered to a point where if life ever crashed on them, these motherfuckers want to boom or do some crazy because they don't understand that. And when I was young, that's the one thing that I say. I want my kids to grow up in the culture, grow up in neighborhood, and understand where they coming from. I ain't want no sellout kids at the time. Now, if I can go back and being a man now, I go get them the fuck up out of there.
Like you said though, is basically we can teach like our parents or grandparents, whoever the fuck you came up under, can teach us one way. Once we get outside in the elements, it's up to us then to fucking.
But exactly. But think about it. But think about it though. That's why I say it, because of our environment. If I teach my kids the right way and they still around those peers, same way my grandmother was teaching. When she laid those foundations down. When you come out, if a lot of black people misery loves company. If people getting fucked up and doing fucked up shit, you most likely gonna start doing some of the shit that you actually around. Now imagine a black neighborhood or a black city where motherfuckers actually take care of their neighborhood. Motherfuckers making sure everybody good in the neighborhood. Coming around, knocking on the doors, checking on each other and shit. How it used to be back in the day with our grandparents. They told me that on Sundays they used to come out and the kids had to scrape the steps and they did a competition on who had to clean this block.
Oh, with the comment?
Yeah. They used to have competitions on who had to clean this block. Stay focused.
They used to have those.
Something else. You heard what I heard.
Me too, but I'm like, stay focused.
But we had that on Lafayette.
Fuck.
To see who the
I'm
steps.
paranoid in
the
this bitch.
steps
You
is,
see me looking on my shoulder.
motherfucking clean, spick and span, hit him with the comment.
Yeah,
But
and
now,
they used to do what? Had competitions and shit.
Neighborhood
You see what I'm saying?
joint.
And give the kids something because it wasn't the
Take
fact
pride
that
in.
you got people to go, I ain't had my child clean those steps. It ain't the point about cleaning the steps. You don't even realize what that's doing. It's taking pride in fucking cleaning. You be cleaning up the steps and trying to be the cleanest, going to turn around. They gonna have that type of mentality when they cleaning up their fucking room and when they cleaning up the house and when they
Right.
gonna know, let me make sure my shit's
It's embedded in their brain.
Not only that, like it was always like, why wouldn't you want to clean the steps? Where you go at when you outside? You playing? Where you go and sit at? Mm-hmm. Like, damn, you right, the step. All right, so germs and all that. All right, I'm fucking with it, but it's just, it did make you feel good, like, man, that's my neighborhood, and they used to put the flower pots outside and grow the flower pots and shit like that. Back in the day, it was like, damn, that shit do make you feel good, but now it's just like, motherfuckers don't even care about their front door, because I be seeing some front doors
They
that's
care
white
about what's on their feet, bro.
that look black now.
They care about, and yo, check this out. I'm gonna let both of y'all end this out on this question. I'm gonna let both of y'all in the pod on this question. I know that as black people, we some of the smartest people out here as a culture. We are.
And
Yeah,
We are. I'm gonna change that. We are.
we got a lot of shit that was stolen through us through history.
We are.
We
But what I'm
just
saying is,
smart.
I want both of y'all to answer this question. Can we stop being dumb? Go ahead, Conway.
No, we can't stop being dumb, because at the end of the day, the reason why we're dumb is because it's something that we like being.
You itching to say something?
Yeah,
This guy,
we can't.
because I feel
Yo.
the spirit. He like,
Yo.
he
Yeah, I know. He want to go so bad. He want to go so bad. But no, it's just, we not gonna stop being dumb. Like until, like you said, the community as a whole come together again, because it wasn't like it never happened before. Like it was when a community come together again and become more than just the hood. Because I want everybody to know the hood like wasn't for us; it was for the Jews. And then we got jealous that the Jews was getting benefits, so we moved in.
We always want to go where the white ice at. We always want to go where the white ice is at.
So we not gonna stop being done. That's all. Like, I can't see it happening, I can't see it happening.
Future,
even with right now, everybody trying to become an entrepreneur and everybody wanting to do something great.
That's the positive shit.
That's the positive. But the negative is more motherfuckers hoping that you fail because they don't want you right here with them.
Yeah. I got it. Flesh. Do you see us stop being dumb?
Yeah, but it won't be probably in the next 20 years.
We be dead.
Because I really yeah, because I'm just saying, because seriously, because I think that's what's happening. I think what's happening with society is that we are getting so diverse with interracial now and cultures, the way they doing with America now with everything they mixing.
World.
Yeah, I'm just saying that. No, I'm just saying with America.
Yeah,
With
yeah,
America,
sure.
what they're doing is right now, what I think it really got me like crazy, but what I think that with the energy that's moving is the keep integrating all the cultures.
Yeah,
so
it is.
there would be no pure
pure.
black really coming around.
Well, black gonna take over.
If black
No,
takes
no.
over anything that mixes with black.
It won't be no
black.
white. Let's just keep it real.
but
It's not gonna be any. Just say it. It ain't gonna be no white.
But you got to realize what's happening. And I'm not lying to you. It was over 10 years ago. The article that I was reading when they was trying to predict about how the future is going to look, like it may be like 2050 or 2060.
Yeah.
Everybody gonna be mixed.
It showed America as everybody looking like they mixed, like fucking light
They
skin,
brown,
mixed with shit,
brown,
like,
black.
yeah, or like a oppression because of the breed and not having a pure
No more
Yeah,
no
no
more
more-
blue eye.
there will be
no more blue-eyed white people.
No more white people
but
in
I think
40 years. There will be
but
more.
see, no. But here's the thing, though. It's gonna be like, see, you know, I travel a lot, and you know,
Our president just is scared about that.
You know, I've been to you know, Colombia before, and in Pablo Escobar, the town that he gave back to the city, when I was there, that's why I said we are brainwashed here in America. That area over there is called the City of Mix. Because it's no white and black there. Because you can go there and you will see and there's no DNA structure like far as like tampered with. You will see a black chick that's Spanish, but she speak black because you still black and Spanish. They still got that shit going on even in other parts of that culture. You'll have a black girl with natural green or hazel eyes, and then her hair is like brown or burgundy and curly, and then you go home. Or you'll get a girl that's fair that look like she's white, and then you go home and her father is blacker than you. But that's why I said it's a culture shock, and that's why I said that's why I think America's gonna be like during that time.
But you know, green eyes are original black people anyway. So what? I want green eyes.
We ain't getting into that.
You know how they be like blue eyes,
just because you gonna keep shit going. Like
dead ass.
You gonna keep shit going.
Brown and green eyes are black people. We taking over this fucking country, this world.
Y'all crazy, man. But check this
Joe
out.
Biden's scared because he about to be dead.
Yeah. Well, he fucking 102 anyway. But check it out, man. This has been another edition of Imperfect Sense right here on UnifiedRadio.tv. I'm Eric. That's Conway. This Fresh. Make sure you subscribe, share, like, do all of that shit. Hey, even inbox us your emails, man, because we got special offers and stuff coming up. So drop that stuff.
Yeah, we do.
You know what I mean? Give us your emails and you'll get it direct, man. And this has been another edition of Imperfect Sense right here on UnifiedRadio.tv. We see y'all at the same time, same Unified channel next week. Peace.